Thank you so much. It's truly an honor to be recognized with so many other great women. Anyone that's received something like this knows that while the recognition is nice, that it's really because of a lot of other people that have mentored or put in just as much work, and for me, that's certainly true. My parents taught me by example from a young age that the key to a happy, fulfilling, well-lived life was to serve your community. And that's what we did. Whether it was volunteering at the community kitchen, serving meals, or working with immigrant families that had just arrived to our community, or even just volunteering at the school carnival, we spent our time giving back to the community that had given us so much. And that service led me to discover my purpose. My parents helped found a church in our community, and it started in people's living rooms. And soon our community grew, and we outgrew the living rooms, and so there was a need for a building. And so we embarked on a capital campaign, and during that time, they encouraged the youth to be involved. So I was allowed to help make design decisions, attend campaign meetings, and even go on a few asks. My husband and I were married in that chapel just a few short years later. And I became enchanted by the whole process, to be able to come together as a community, form a vision, and then work together to make something happen that would impact many families for generations to come. So I moved to Des Moines, and when I did that, I started meeting with people and learning about the new community. And I found that the DNA of this community had that same magic in it. I reveled in the stories of how Bravo came to be, how the Civic Center came to be. I looked at and wondered about the impact as the community foundation, as leaders got together and had the community foundation increase its presence and therefore its impact on the community. And then I also had the ability to hear the stories and the legacy of other leaders, just like Dave Hurd and his Golden City. My children are in the audience tonight, and I'm going to ask them to do something, and they're not going to be happy with me. But kids, I want you to stand up, and I want you to turn around and look at all these people. Every single one of these people that you're looking at work hard day in and day out to make this community a better place for you, and someday, maybe, your kids and grandkids. They work hard, tirelessly, behind the scenes, and they're never usually properly recognized, and many of us don't even know the extent of what they do. But they do this out of love, out of faith, and out of obligation to make sure that you and your future children have a great place to live. These are the real people that should be your influencers. They may not be on TikTok, but they are the ones that are the doers, the bridge builders, the peacemakers. They are the true heroes of your daily life. You can go ahead and sit down. Now, I could probably spend hours going to each table and telling each one of you how much you've impacted my life, and I've probably done a lot of that the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to be brief because they told me I only had a couple minutes, and Stacy doesn't want me to mess up the schedule. But I do have a few people: Angela, Catherine, Pat, Corey, and the entire GOF board, Tom, Dan, Suku, and Connie. Thank you so much for not only your kind words and your nominations, but your endless hours of discussion, some of which were over wine, some of them were early morning conversations, for helping me find my voice, to use it, and teaching me the best way to do things. I'd also like to thank my GOF team, Maggie and Jen. This award is as much about you as it is about me, and I know that Iowa is in good hands because we have leaders like you. And of course, to my family, my parents, my kids, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, and to that family, or to that circle of moms that help keep me and help me balance everything, I can't thank you enough. and to my husband, my rock, and who does probably more than he should all the time, and will always tell me the truth, I thank you. The future right now is a little uncertain, and some days it's a little daunting, but we have this brief, privileged moment in time to do the work that we've been given to do, to shape the legacies that we've been given to shape, and to make the changes that we want to make changed. And there are some big things that we need to do, and there's some honest conversations that we need to have. But we need to put aside the divisiveness, and we need to meet people where they are. We need to come together and really listen. Because in a society that perpetuates the individual story and the 140-character discord, we all know that the way to make true and lasting change that is better for our community is by coming together in collaboration and partnership. I thank all of you and all of you that are online for all that you have given me. You have given me so much, and I will work hard in the legacy that you have taught me to try to tackle some of these big issues. Thank you.